Hello, I'm Colleen Derrick with Swaggers Insurance. We're on the Me and More Module 2, and this is 2.2, Near and Far. So when you're adding somebody to your life in your investment world, safety nets are important. So if we have an investment together and we have an emergency fund in place for our joint stuff, that's excellent. That's a good safety net, because then when life hits us with something unexpected, which it will, we can use that emergency fund. We're not going to have to pull our investments at an unplanned time, which might not be favorable either with value wise or tax wise. Now, when we have our investment together and we have our emergency fund, what if I don't have an emergency fund in place and something bad happens on my side? Then my natural response is going to want to be, well, we have this investment. I'm going to want to pull it to help me out. Oh, well, what do we do now? So it's important to remember that when we're doing an our investment, we have an our safety net, but we also have a me and a you safety net, and an agreement that we do not touch the our investment for our personal disruptions, that we have that responsibility on our personal cash flow and expenses. That's covered. Having disability insurance in place. Feel free to watch our insurance and life stages, to having disability insurance policy in place so that if something happens because of an illness or an accident and you can't go to work, that your paycheck keeps coming in. That's an important part of safety net. An emergency fund, which is cash on hand that you can pull just for those extra expenses. Critical illness insurance is another safety net that people often don't think about to do with investments. And yet, if I have, oh gosh, what we just had an incident of cancer, life-threatening cancer. That person's not going to work for at least a little bit while their treatment radiation is starting. Well, how are the extra expenses like parking, medication that's not covered by your drug plan, having somebody take time off work to take me to and from those meetings? In this case, we're adding somebody to our life. They're probably a person we're going to have take to and from our appointments because we need to have somebody with us. They're not going to be at work. Do we have critical illness insurance in place to cover that off so I don't have to, again, pull my investments at an unplanned time, either when the markets are down, so now I'm selling at a loss, or as they're having a good run up, so I'm missing that potential gain, or because there's a tax impact and now that's going to mess up my taxes. These are things that often people, they're like, I just wanted to buy some shares. and that's good, and that is good. People get hurt investing a lot of the time. I'm sure if you've gone online and done any research about investing, you've seen that. So when we're doing investing with another person, we have an added layer of risk and complexity. And to make sure that we have insurance and emergency funds in place as that safety net can help save that investment, which often really takes a lot of stress out of the relationship factor. Then there's the joy of missing out. Well, what if I really want to commit and we say we're each going to put $100 into our joint investment every month? What if there's this amazing concert I want to go to? Again, I need to be able to remember to see that I'm going to be excited and enjoy missing out on that concert because I know that I'm putting this towards our investment for our future goal, whatever that target is, and that I can take joy from that. Often we're going to have different moments of joy, and it's important to have those conversations ahead of time, that we are going to say no to things that we think would be good, and we're not going to be sulky or miserable or bitter or resentful about it. We're going to be excited and positive and happy about it because we know we're building something good together that we're excited about, and to keep reminding ourselves of the excitement about this so that we can enjoy missing out on those other things that would just take away from this really cool thing we're doing together as a joint investment, and being committed and excited and positive and focused on that together as a team. And then the time value of money, reminding ourselves that investments take time, that investing for 6 months is not a good idea. Investing for 10 years is a great idea because over time we can weigh the ups and the downs of the market, cycles in different sectors, and compounding growth. So if things are making money and we're reinvesting it, that's called compounding growth. It really starts to have a good return on our investment over time.